I've had an enormous amount of comments and emails from people, which I just want to say thank you, and it's so incredibly overwhelming, and the support and the encouragement that I'm getting for this channel is just fantastic. So my sincere and heartfelt thank yous for those people. It's just great and wonderful. A couple of the other comments that I've got are from some people that want to audition, and they've been from both sides really. I've had some people comment that they have been through anorexia or bulimia or other eating disorders, and that they're well into their recovery and this no longer impacts them in their lives like it once did, and so should they be a part of the channel because they're in full recovery. I've also had some comments of people that are wondering if they should audition because they're still struggling, and so I've received some of those comments today and have spoken to some people about that, and so I felt inspired to create this video alongside my vision and perhaps share a little bit more in depth about my own personal journey and a little bit more about that. It really touched me today when I received one of my emails from somebody, and also from a conversation I've just had with somebody else tonight, and it really just hit me quite hard today that this is huge. Like, this channel itself will be quite huge, and you know, I myself am going to be a part of this, and I'm also asking people to audition and join me, and yeah, it really touched me today that asking people to do that, or people even wanting to do that and be a part of this, is huge. And eating disorders, they work by keeping you isolated, and everything has to be secret and it has to be hidden, and you know, it's about not being visible. And here I am creating this YouTube channel which you're going to be visible, and you're going to be seen, and you're going to be talking about your experience and your stories, and that's going to be shared throughout the world. And I just sat back in my chair today and thought, wow, this is huge for anybody to be doing that. And as I said in one of my comments today to somebody, for the fact that you're even considering wanting to audition, knowing the history of what it's like to have an eating disorder, is so inspiring and encouraging that you're even considering doing this. But I also want to say that whether you're fully recovered from your eating disorder or whether it's something that you're still struggling with, then please audition. Most of all, I want this channel to be a support network. So whether you're fully recovered, I think that's great because it offers people hope. One of the questions that I quite often get asked, and I've heard most recently, is can you recover from this? So if you're someone that's in full recovery and you're leading a healthy and fulfilling life where this doesn't consume who you are on a daily basis, then by all means please audition, because it offers hope. And if you're somebody that's still struggling with this on a daily basis, whether it be something small or whether it's something be totally huge, then again audition. Because for me, as awful as it is knowing that somebody's going through the same pain that I've been through or that I'm going through, and knowing that somebody else has to deal with this on a daily basis, and the pain that having an eating disorder, whatever that eating disorder is, entails, it's really comforting to know that you're not alone, because eating disorders can be so isolating and you can feel so alone. So to be able to sit there and watch somebody else that's going through it and knowing that they're struggling, you don't feel so alone anymore, and that in itself is just really helpful and quite inspiring. Really just also want to stress again that if you're in full recovery or that if you're still struggling, then please don't let that stop you from auditioning. I'm at the moment, as I said, that I've struggled from anorexia in my teenage years, and it was something that I relapsed back into 2 years ago. And at the moment I'm really struggling with that myself. The last 5 or 6 days has been really hard for me with Christmas, and I hear that Christmas is just a really stressful time for anybody with an eating disorder, and so I'm really struggling with that. And I've also had some comments of people saying, you know, how can I be inspiring if I'm still struggling with it? Gosh, I don't know if I can do this, and I've never talked about this before, and people are going to see me and they're going to know I've got anorexia or bulimia, or they're going to know I'm a binge eater or I'm overeating or whatever it is. I've said those things to myself a million times, and doing something like this has been my passion and my dream for years, and the disorder has prevented me from doing this for so long. I first recovered from this when I was 21, and I'm now 30. So 8 years ago, this was my dream, to be doing this. And now I think that it's my time in life that I put some of those fears and I promised myself I wasn't going to cry, but I said that I'd put some of my fears aside, because my dream is so much bigger than the eating disorder. And you can probably see with the tears rolling down my face that I have fears about this also. And as much as this is my dream to be a public face and a public image and a public voice and talking and really advocating against the pro-anorexia and pro-bulimia sites and any site out there that supports this type of stuff as a lifestyle choice, as much as it is my dream and my biggest dream, it's also my biggest fear of putting myself out there and saying, hey, I'm a staria and I have anorexia, and at the moment I'm really suffering with this. So I get it, and I get how big it is, and I get how scary it is, and I get how challenging it is to be able to put yourself out there on a video like this and say, hey, this is who I am. And that's just why I really stress that even if you're struggling, then if you can, and if you can allow yourself to do it, then by all means audition or be a part of this channel in any which way you can. Wow. Okay, I've got my tissue and I'm feeling a little bit more prepared now, and it's okay that I was crying, but I don't think that it would have been okay had a snot been dripping down my nose, and if I continued I think that might have happened, and for me that's not okay. I don't need for you guys to be seeing that right now. I guess my point of doing this video is just really to say that I really do get it, and I really do understand it, how challenging and hard this might be to think that for the first time you might be talking about your eating disorder, and in quite a public way as well. And just again to really stress that even if you are really struggling and still going through this, then I encourage you, if you want to, if it's what you're passionate about, then please still audition, because I know for myself that part of what's helped me get through this has been listening to other people's stories, because it means that I'm not feeling so isolated and alone. And I look forward to the auditions, and please, if you have any questions or if you're needing to talk about anything, then please just send me a message or an email and I'll respond to you as soon as I get it. And again, thank you so much for watching this video and wanting to be a part of this channel.